What are your book recommendations for over the summer?
My first recommendation is that everybody read something this summer, something that they like and something they enjoy. But some specific recommendations I have, the first two are award winners from different awards. One's called the Prince Award, and that 2015 award-winning book is called I'll Give You the Sun, and it's about two twins who had a tragedy and then kind of that relationship, and it's by Jandy Nelson. And then the second award winner is the Elliot Rosewater award winner, which is actually selected by Indiana students in the state of Indiana. A bunch of students read different books that have been nominated throughout the year, and then they vote at, actually, they just announced the winner yesterday for this year, and it's called The Loners by Lex Thomas, and it's the first in a series, and the second book is already out as well. And it's about, I have yet to read it, but it's about a high school being quarantined because of viruses that are going about, and then the different groups of students kind of battling one another. And then as far as if somebody's interested kind of in history a little bit, but fiction, one of my favorites that I read this year is a historical fiction book called Orphan Train by Christina Baker Klein. And it's about these trains that traveled across the U.S. with young immigrant children on it that were orphaned, and then how they would just basically give them to families when they got to small towns who wanted them. And it's about the story of one of those girls, and then it parallels another story with an older woman who had also been adopted at one point. If you've seen the movie Unbroken and you like history, or biographies, Unbroken, the book is so much better than the movie. The movie was good, but the book is phenomenal at really helping you see what it would have been like to be a POW in during wartime, and then what it's like to come home from that. And so that's a true story. And then another science fiction book that's coming out is called The Fifth Wave, or that came out is called The Fifth Wave. It's by Rick Yancey, and it's a series too. It's the first book, and I think it's going to be made into a movie in the next year or two, and it has to do with aliens and end of the world kind of apocalyptic thing too, which tends to be pretty popular. So those would be 5 suggestions I have for this summer.